So now y'all see this big giant Samsung lathe, man. These motherfuckers is tremendous lathe, man. Big, huge on the inside. If y'all know who it is, Jay Torrance, aka Jakey Jake, man. I'm about to walk y'all through this process, cutting these axles down, show y'all what they look like at first. Ugh. And what they look like when I'm done with them. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back. Complete. Now we about to start op 2, which is these. We're on the most important part of the axle, man. We're on the journal and the wheel seat. These got to be cut to size. They want the diameter of this, the thickness, the roundness to be 6.1905 plus or minus a half thousandths of an inch, okay? This is 8 point, the wheel seat, they want these cut 8.755 plus or minus 15 thousandths of an inch, man. I'm gonna show y'all how to set these baby in the machine, get the size cut and cut them the size and how they look like afterwards. Like, share, subscribe, man. It's Jakey J. So what we do, y'all, we got a face mill. Y'all see these bolts in there. What we do is put bolt stoppers in them. We got a face mill device that stays. It's so powerful, man. These motherfucking inserts is made out of carbide, y'all. So they chop. Only thing that can cut through steel is carbide. It's harder than steel, y'all. So check this out. We use these carbide inserts. It's gonna face mill all this down, and I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like after the face mill process. And when we cut these to size, man, it's a very interesting process. Like, share, subscribe. It's Jakey J. The loading process, y'all. Anywhere these axles weigh between 11 and 1,500 pounds, so you got to be careful, man. I see y'all how we set them in, load them in on the crane, 2-hook crane. I'll show y'all how we set them in and start the process of cutting these journals and wheel seats. Let's go. So we're doing the load process, y'all. We got the, what we have, the journal, the chuck in first. That's your chuck right there, y'all. We put this, we place the axle inside the chuck. See that? We seat that inside the chuck. This here is our steady rest. This is what holds the axle in place, and everything got to be lined. We clamp the steady rest. We lock that axle in place, and then we close the chuck. Y'all see that close? Now the axle is in there nice and tight. Next we close these big ass doors, which is a workout. We got auto doors on here, but we do a lot of sanding, hand sanding, so we got to leave the doors open sometimes, unlock, open and close. So we unlock the doors. Let the cycle program. And this right here is what y'all see is the tail stop. So we got the chuck, we got the steady rest, we got the tail stop coming in and engaged into the back of that axle to give it a full hold from front end to back end, while this thing might spin at fucking high RPMs of why this thing is cutting, why these carbide inserts is cutting. Let's go. First things first, if y'all can see inside the machine, we got the turret up there which does the actual cut, and if y'all can see that thing is sliding the steady rest back into cutting shape because we cut the bodies from the middle. We use the steady rest in the middle of the axle to hold it while it's cutting the body. And now we use it on the end of the axle, the journal, right after the dust guard and the journal, to do the cut. That's where the steady rest. So y'all see that steady rest moving in there? That's all we doing is moving that to end to get the cut. And once that journal is in place, y'all see the steady rest locks back, holds that end of that journal, that axle in place, and y'all see that actual turret and everything. I got it in op stop. So it'll stop. I have to repress the button. But what it's doing, y'all see it backing up and it's getting ready to face build. Y'all see the turret rotate. That face mill insert got coolant all over my phone. That's the coolant that used the cutting coolant while these actual, it gets hot when this carbide meets the steel. So you gotta use coolant on these just to keep the cooling process while it's cutting. That whole face mill process is complete. Remember that side with the bolts on it, man? It's just a flat side. Y'all see the big taps and drills in here? Big tap, big drills, big center drill. Now we about to make those holes, tap those holes. I just got to set the work shift order, set the numbers. I will be back, and I'll show y'all what all I'm doing is bringing this up as close so I can line up I'm twisting the handle here, y'all can't see. And then I'll line up my holes, spin my hole around here. Y'all see that spinning? And line up, get everything lined up on the right work shift. I'll be like that. You see, I made what we call a rough cut on my journal and my wheel seat. Y'all see they're a lot cleaner, but we got to make a final test. You know, this don't cut this motherfucker in the size for you. I use this gauge called a T-Comp gauge. They used to have us use mics. Now we bought these high dollar. These gauges cost thousands, y'all. High dollar gauges. I got to get this down to 6.195. This is set to nominal. We have a, which is in between that plus or minus 5 half thou that we get. This is set to nominal of that. So I got to bring this axle down 2,000 just to bring it to where that plus or minus 5, y'all. Watch this. Y'all see that little part that we make the test gun on? And you will and can scrap an axle quick, which you don't want to do, man. These high dollar fucking pieces, they look at you sideways. You scrap one of these, you scrap two, you in trouble. You scrap three, you might be out front looking for another job, man. Dial these in, baby, as best as you can. Let's go. Blow it off, y'all see that? That's the finished end, man. Let's check my numbers. Remember, you can scrap this part out. This machine don't cut this shit to your side unless you put the numbers in. One wrong decimal point, one wrong anything, too much one way. So I said plus or minus 5. We got minus 1 here, y'all. Perfect. We must go in a positive taper. Plus 4, 1/10. 1/10 in the side, man. Plus or minus 5. Either way, I got a minus 1 and a plus 4. We dialed in. Let's go to this plus or minus a thou, y'all. What's that say? 0.0008, 8/10, so I'm 2/10 to the good on that. Plus or minus 15 thou. We have positive 4 thou and 2/10. Y'all see that decimal point? Watch the positive table. It got to go up 4 and 4/10 all the way through the wheel seat. I bet you it's higher, 4 and 9/10. So we got a positive taper going through the whole wheel seat. We have plus 4. We got up to plus 15. We got a perfect side on the axle. Let's go. Trying to switch it over and get to the other side. As this axle is backing out, man, there's a lot of other things that I just checked. We checked for surface finish. We checked for those bolt hole locators. Remember I told you the end of that axle? Look at it now, y'all. Y'all see that? Where the bolts can go in it, just so it can go into the wheels. Man, we do different shit down here, man. This machine got less roll. We're gonna turn the axle around, y'all, but we can't cut toward that chuck in where it's holding at. You gotta cut toward that tailstock in, man. We're gonna turn this axle around and try to get the same sizes on the other side. It's a quick op in there when you gotta move the steady rest with the axle outside the machine. If you forget to that op and keep the axle in, when you do that, you're gonna break that motherfucking tailstock pin. Machine gonna alarm out, and boy, is they gonna be on your ass. So remember that. No, I've been getting confused and I'm weird. Second half, man. Where we at? Oh, we got plus or minus 5. Yeah, plus 1 on that end. Plus 4 on that end. They ain't playing. Look at the positive. So there you have it, man. Once again, that's what they look like when they start. They look like when Jakey Jake get done with them, man. Completely machine axle, man. Y'all remember them bolts on the end, face mill, tap. This face mill is tap. Y'all see the bow holes? We can press them big wheel seats on them, and they ready to ride down the track, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Very dangerous job, y'all. These axles weigh 1,115 pounds a piece. A lot of crane work. We putting them up on forklifts 5 and 6 at a time. Y'all gotta remember, these motherfuckers roll. So if you ain't tilted up or if you get downhill in the wrong position on them forks, man, it's a lot of shit to worry about handling these axles, man. Like, share, subscribe, and take y'all to the next 12-hour day, man. Come get a shake, man, with Jakey Jake, the work edition, boy.